What's up, guys? This is J Raj here, and I just want to have a completely candid conversation about the 2026 Elimination Chamber pay per view. And I'm going to really mainly be focusing on, briefly CM Punk versus Finn Balor and mainly the men's chamber match. So here's the thing, as far as CM Punk and Finn Balor, us fans who like Finn Balor, I mean, we're always like, oh, give him an opportunity like 10 years ago, you know? And in reality, 10 years ago, Finn Balor was beating Roman Reigns. So in my head, I was like, okay, they could do a deep cut with that. If they some reason had Finn Balor win, they could be like, oh, I've beat you before, Roman. But that was that's just too high of expectations. Oh, Paul Levesque, oh Triple H, he ain't gonna do that. He sticks to the predictable stuff, which is the money match, CM Punk versus Roman, that they've been planting seeds for. And I hate to say it, it's just very predictable sometimes. And this was one of those matches. Sure, put on a good show for the crowd, like with CM Punk's entrance as if he's a Chicago Bulls member. That was actually sick. But we knew what the outcome was going to be. It did what it had to, I guess. Um, at least they're giving Finn Balor these opportunities, even if they're not giving them the dub. But I'm going to mainly focus on the men's chamber match, all right? So, a few things I was hoping for from this. One was I kind of was thinking it'd be cool if Cody and Randy were the last two, because either way it goes, there's going to be some animosity that gets created between those two. And WWE has not really fully capitalized on their story that basically tells itself. They had a brief little thing at the King of the Ring tournament last year. Randy tried to cheat, it backfired. He seemed angry like 2009 Randy's coming out, but they just didn't really follow through with it. So that was something I hoped for. But in the wake of everything with the Vision, as far as Braun Breaker injuring himself, and then Bronson Reed, who was supposed to be in the match, injuring himself or getting injured. I don't know if he injured himself. I really don't know what happened with him. But anyway, he wasn't able to compete like he originally was going to. I knew that Logan Paul being added last minute was just kind of to give LA Knight a reason to still be in the match, because he's got the hatred towards the Vision. So anyway, that was obviously a last minute decision, and I'll just say that I could tell. I could tell that there was a lot that didn't seem like it was going as smooth as it should have in the match. The redeemable qualities of the match were the fact that Seth Rollins returned, and it for sure he's the masked guy. And it was kind of a callback to a few years ago when Logan Paul screwed over Seth in the Elimination Chamber, setting up Logan versus Seth at WrestleMania. So it's kind of like Seth is getting his payback, but also he's getting payback on the Vision turning on him. So that kind of satisfied two different things. That was a redeemable quality. And they did do Randy versus Cody at the end. Had some shenanigans with Drew. But the fact that Randy capitalized and still decided to pin Cody even after Drew interfered, Cody's not going to let that slide. He'll end up bringing that up. And that might kind of add to a little rivalry with Cody and Randy that they've been just dragging on. But let me talk to you about LA Knight. And this isn't the typical thing I would want to say about the dude. Because, I mean, one of my last videos, I literally was dressed as him, playing as him on 2K. The dude needs to change his moveset a little bit. I mean, you're in your early 40s. You're very clumsy in the ring, it seems like. I know he used to do the top rope, where he jumped to the top rope and do the superplex. He used to do that a lot, but I can't even count how many times I saw him slip off the top. Even then, I was thinking, maybe that's not the best move to have in your arsenal as a main move. So then he started doing that middle rope, jumping to the top rope, doing the elbow drop. That seems a little more simple, right? But no, I've seen him slip multiple times doing that too. And when he had a nice moment in the chamber match, Randy Orton sold on his back to set that up. He slipped. LA Knight slipped. And I literally sat there and I was like, oh my gosh, like there's no defending that. I'm an LA Knight fan. I love him. I've loved him for years. I showed up to Monday Night Raw for like just dressed as LA Knight, and everybody in line's like, yeah, yeah. And it was fun, but there's no defending that, dude. And I just sat there like, oh my gosh. I mean, we saw WWE Unreal. We saw how the people in the back treat him. And it's like, dude, you're just giving fuel to their fire. Your new shirts, they say Unchosen. I was thinking, okay, maybe they're going to have some storyline like he's saying that the company didn't choose him, but maybe he somehow made it through the chamber, maybe won the chamber. Him and Drew got history. They used to be on a tag group together in TNA. I was thinking maybe we can get to know more of LA Knight's kind of personal side. Maybe talk about times on the road with Drew or something. But I mean, they didn't do that. And I was just like, dude, there's not any defending this. So, dude, please just think about changing your moves a little bit to minimize those moments. I mean, your other stuff's pretty smooth, but it's hard to defend that. But anyway, one thing about the pivot they did with the chamber, once Bronson Reed got injured, the fact that they chose to have Jey Uso get beat up and sent off in an ambulance Friday night, that just shows that compared to all the other guys in the chamber, Jey Uso cannot carry a story. This is the story Jey Uso can carry. Nah. No yeet. I hate the yeet, bro. I hate it. And that's why you got replaced in this match, because you can't tell a true story. You can't tell a promo. Like, you can't think on the fly. And I think they know Jey Uso would botch the heck out of that match with the changes that were happening with it. No yeet. I'm usually saying yeah all the time, but like I don't know what to say right now because LA Knight just it's kind of rough. But I did like seeing the tornado kick Javon Evans has. That thing is a beauty. That was sick. But one of my last beefs with this match was Logan Paul eliminating 3 guys. At one point, Cody Rhodes had hit Trick Williams with a crossroads. Logan Paul pushed Cody to the side to pin Trick as if it was a triple threat. Like, dude, Trick was going to get eliminated either way. And it's like I'm sure that Bronson Reed was supposed to be the guy knocking out everybody, like getting everybody eliminated. That's a lot more believable than Logan Paul. I think the show was kind of just, it didn't have very much redeemable qualities, man. It really didn't. I'm not buying it that Logan Paul should have been eliminating them. And I saw him, he literally dropped Javon on his head for real. It was a mess, but that's my beast with it. Please, LA Knight, make some changes, bro.